Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Heroes of Might and Magic 3 Horn of the Abyss. It's good to be playing this game, isn't it? It's also funny that I'm probably going to be taking as long to finish the campaign as the people spent making it. But we'll see how that goes. So, there's a few thoughts about how we're progressing in our current situation. The first is, of course, that we chuck all of this into the Skeleton Transformer and use just the sheer power of skeleton might to get things done. This may not work, of course, so we have to be sort of cognizant of that. The other possibility is that we just amass all the resources that we could possibly muster and just go ham upgrading those 364 pirates and these 8 pirates to gunslingers here. Thing is, that's not cheap. I don't think we're gonna get even close to that sort of money. So that's a thing. I suppose we can claim this to ease things along a little bit, but yes, you can sort of sense my concerns there. I probably need to sail here to get Henrietta's stuff. Excuse me. I suppose what we'll do is we'll grab Tancred to grab these enchanters, and we'll have him guard the entrance to stop everyone getting out again. We'll learn precision from Frederick. We could also have him just sort of storm the coast a bit and just generally make a nuisance of himself. That sounds like a good term. They won't know what hit them. And of course we do want to open up this area as well at some point. But we're going to first see what happens with Boyd. So can Tancred chase down this person? Not just yet, but possibly soon. Frederick, of course, can amass the resources and start eliminating the enemies. There's a few enemies here. Still, they all perish, as they ought to. Henrietta can just keep moving. The usual stuff from Todd. So, this is going to be a little bit of a video. I'm just going to have to sort of play it by ear. And what I mean by that is that I may well have to say, oh, this didn't work. Let's try the gunslinger strategy. And then, you know, basically reload a bit, but we'll see. I might just do the video in 2 parts in that case and skip you the same running around over and over, but we'll see how we go, eh? We got all the time in the world. This vial of mana may actually be useful as well as this vial of mana. Maybe even doing these acids just to get more skeletons. They are going to be moving at a high speed towards us, but we do need skeletons. Maybe not the Master Genies, though. Mind you, I've got Animate Dead. Interesting. But if we want skeletons, we need to go get them. That is an interesting bug. Wonder when that will get fixed. So, it looks like this guy's just going to keep outpacing me, which is unfortunate. But at least we're giving Tancred some exercise, I suppose. Alright, Todd. A little bit more mercury, feels good. You can go back up to the watering place. I'm still coughing, which is a bit annoying, to be honest. Like, I've been sick for way too long. Like, I feel fine, of course. It's just like, you know, I'd like to just be fine now. Ah well, such is life. So, we have some gunslingers upgraded. Let's get them transferred over here at Burton. And yes, Boyd could potentially do this battle. Just to make sure we don't just lose everything randomly. But here we go. It's a bit uncomfortable. Especially when we don't have access to, we don't have access to slow, but we can haste. It's probably a good idea to get the slow in a convenient position. We probably want to haste the skeletons next. Just saying. So let's pounce. Slither to the corner. We're probably just going to lose all the Orgoi Korkoi, unfortunately. Yeah. Skeletons get work done, though. Let's start animating the dead. It's gonna take a few casts, though. This is a slight issue. We can't really do much about it either. We basically end up with the same amount of skeletons. Not really worth it. Worth it when we're actually going to be able to do something with that. I'm just like, is there anyone I can just, like, give these Orgoi Korkoi to? Yeah, we ended up with way less skeletons. That's not worth it. Maybe it's worth just going in with just the ghost dragons. I suppose for now we can just sort of cool our heels. Wonder if it's possible we can just take Fort Krellin right now as well. Still, Frederick could sit here for the time being. Henrietta can make her way over to Coleraine, as will Rathmont for the date of destiny, the meeting of minds. Ziff dropping off 5 more gunslingers. And we're back down to having to go back to the frigate. This fight starts becoming a little bit more even now that this guy's got some sea witches, but... it is what it is. Alright, so Rathmont. It's time for you to deliver. Deliverance, some might call it. I suppose first we need to have Henrietta make her way over here and perform the last rites. That's a lot of death. And how many skeletons is it, I hear you ask? It's 200. It's 1229. Suppose I could have put another 10 in, but 10's probably not going to make a difference. Might as well get Rathmont on his journey for sandworms. Alright, Tancred. Apparently the odds are overwhelming. We'll see about that. What happens if we cast Ice Bolt a few times? We kill a single sea witch. The cannon's probably the real issue. Well, we get 4 Ice Bolts or 6 magic arrows. Morale is good. Let's just pounce upon the centaur and eliminate it. Oh, the luckiest sentinel automaton. Protection from air. Let's now cast Ice Bolt. It's not an air spell after all. And then we'll pounce upon the sentinel. Get the sentinel automaton to pounce upon the sea witches. We'll even activate detonation of death. Cure. Oh, blew up in her face. It's gonna be close. Bless. Oh man, bless on the enchanters, which have a flat damage range. Oh man. Oh, the epic battle continues. Oh, we won. And they said I was going to lose. Clearly they have no idea who I am. Well, we did win the battle, so that's nice. Speak of the squirrel. Well, squirrely shenanigans aside, let's grab the ghost dragons and 24 skeletons. Unite with these ones. Then we'll head on our way to the stables. Of course, Wrathmont gathering the sandworms. The traditional warlock activity. Ziff is going to gather more pirates. Tancred will grab this water. We still have this area, which is nice. I forgot to do this last turn. Oh well. Doesn't really matter. So let's head down to the beach. Alright, and we'll upgrade these to Orgoi Korkoi. More automatons. Now, maybe I'm just overthinking this and I just need to, like, spend a few months just accumulating additional gunslingers and troops at Burton, because with the Statue of Legion cranking, we are getting a decent amount of troops each week. So, you know, it is a thing. Rogue Cavern. There's not too much else that we really want. Suppose it's going to be faster for Boyd to sail here, isn't it? We are waiting for logistics. But we should do what we can. Upgraded you must be. It's a nice solid 10 pirates. Soon to be 10 gunslingers. Excellent. We're almost there. I'm curious if this strategy is going to work. Like, it may just be entirely wishful thinking on my part. Getting a ton of engineers. Okay, let's go. We'll take off the Orgoi Korkoi and we'll deliver the rest of the troops. So we've now got 3,262 skeletons. Seems pretty good. The slow scroll will be useful, as will the hideous mask. Could hand over some of these war machines at the same time. Yeah, considering we got that on, well, I got this as well. Yeah, this is a bit redundant, isn't it? So, enemy luck, enemy morale. Positive luck. Yeah, so we're just negating everyone's morale. Okay. That seems pretty decent. Alright, Boyd. It's time to make landfall. I suppose we'll drop the save now of undead, question mark. For now I don't have a ton of use for Tangrid, but we'll work on it. We're sort of just waiting to see if this is going to be a successful attack or not, really. Like, that's what it comes down to. Okay. Things are moving along well. Ten more gunslingers. It certainly is one possibility, is it not? Of course, we'll need the gems to get into that place. So let's head up to the trading post now and trade over some ore. There we go. And back down to the frigate. Alright, Boyd. The time for vengeance is at hand. Let's see what happens, shall we? Wonder if it's better to unite or not unite. Boyd is already struggling. Yarrow Towers are killing dragons. We do certainly have the speed advantage. So, is it just a case of earthquake him to death so we can get in there? Like, is that the situation? Not that I have the earthquake screw. Oh, I do have earthquake, yeah. That being said, I need to save my mana for need to save my mana for Animate Dead. Okay, well let's start with the shield. We'll just pounce upon the enemy. Nice aging. After we need to fight the 7 signs of aging. More aging. Excellent. I'm going to pounce upon these ones as well. Immediately just casts Cure. And then Haste. So the Ghost Dragons do not last. Question is, will we be able to get in a decent time frame? Or would just the skeleton horde just not be sufficient? I mean, the Sea Dogs just killed 1,000 of them. There goes another 700. Yeah, okay, this is not the strategy. You know, how many can I animate? I can animate 76 because of my interference kicking in. So this doesn't appear to be it at all. Well, it was an interesting strategy to try, but it hasn't worked, clearly. No. No, I didn't cast a spell, which is obviously silly. But yes, this hasn't done much. Yeah. Not very effective. We'll cast a Death Ripple out of spite, but of course that's not going to do much. We can surrender. And I mean, that's fine, because Boyd's actually hireable from the tavern. But that's not really effective. So, what is the strategy? Because clearly, this ain't it, Chief. Seems pretty clear to me that that strategy just wasn't going to work. We need to try something a little bit more sophisticated. And that is going to be the power of gun. We're going to have Henrietta leave the troops that she doesn't need in this sawmill. She'll then take the boat through the Chartreuse to a seaway portal, up to this area, land here, go back to Burton, and we're going to upgrade these guys to gunslingers. I think that's the most viable strategy we have. And that's going to be what we do. So we're going to have Frederick head back over here. There is, of course, the question of, is it better to take the fight on Henrietta? Because, of course, Frederick doesn't have the archery skill. But that being said, because of the air shield, that's not effective either. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the video off a bit just to basically move some troops around, because I'm already basically going to repeat the same video otherwise. So I'll see you in a little bit. And through the magic of television, we're back. Henrietta's poised to enter the Seer's hut with all of these pirates. Things basically transpired roughly the same way. We've got Boyd guarding this gate right now. And we're sending Frederick slowly home as well to start thinking about grabbing those extra reinforcements so that he can get started. He's currently positioned here. But yeah, let's see how many of these we can convert, eh? 25. We will need additional resources. Next turn, Todd's going to this. Grab this sulfur as well. Might as well grab this wood. But yes. We're going to need additional resources. How about we just dump all the wood into this? And all the ore. And a decent amount of the mercury. Any more, Henrietta? We got another 25 out of that. we're still getting there. We could go do even more resources. We got 80. 80 more gunslingers. I mean, that's a lot of training. That seer must be worn out after all that. Certainly, getting things done, that's for sure. Let's keep, of course, the skeleton transformation journey going. But, yeah, the question is, will it be enough? Let's have a look at the army once it's sort of assembled. Once Frederick gets back, we'll do just that. Suppose Henrietta can drop these off there. Yeah, Zeph has got some pirates. I guess you can carry the rest of them while we're waiting for more resources to come in. Certainly is a nice boost of gunslingers. Where'd Zeph go? She's still coming. That's alright. We will deliver these to her shortly. Alright. I think we're just about to see what sort of army we've managed to assemble. Just about. Let's see, shall we? So... we have 349 Sentinel Automaton. We have 411 Engineers. We have 457 Gunslingers. We have 754 Halfling Grenadiers. And a good almost 400 Bellwether Armadillos. Question is this sufficient of an army to get things done? We could certainly increase the Orgor Korkoi numbers by like a good, 20 or so with the ones that are sitting in Colbrain, but the, these here, but, still we're asking the question, is it enough to beat, thousands of shooters that are sitting in the city of Downhaven? I'm not so sure, especially considering that our main damage at the moment are these gunslingers, which aren't great at this particular mission they're having to face. And we saw what happened when we sent the Ghost Dragons in. They just sort of got murdered. So, like, we could throw them in, but they'd purely be as blockers, right? So, yeah. Not sure how effective that's all going to be. Obviously, we've got Earthquake as an option. It's like we could try to just bust in there, but the clone's like half worked. Like, cloning would work after the walls are down. So there is one option if we bring the Bellwether Armadillos to use as a sacrifice stack to revive the gunslingers after the walls are down, in theory. That could be useful. If they were bounty hunters, that would be even better. Unfortunately, this is not a normal hill fort, it's a wooden hill fort, so we can't rely on the infinite preemptive shot to just win the fight for us. Bit of a concern. It's a decent army, but it's nowhere near powerful enough to defeat this guy. What are we to do? It's going to call for a meeting of the minds, I think. We'll bring Henrietta and Frederick together and they can nut out a solution. Everyone else will continue their various logistical affairs. But the problem remains. What to do? Well, we're going to think about it. I think next time we'll have a strategy that we can use to defeat this this Darjum character. Or possibly it may just be as simple as just letting the Statue of Legion accumulate all those troops that we need. And we did actually spend all of our money to get more troops. Can probably use a bank at this point, but the you know, obviously it wasn't enough. But there's also this little back area which may yet prove useful. We should do this. Indeed. Well, thank you all for watching. When we come back next time, more Heroes of Might and Magic 3.